Haha. Still did it. Still got it all set up before the clock changed to 7:01. And next, we're having a festive celebration, subscriberation. I don't know what to call this. Hey, welcome to this chaos of something I should have done a while ago because 800 subscribers happened 2, 3 weeks ago. The start of the month? I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. But I didn't forget the podcasts, which I still haven't fixed yet. Oh my gosh. I've been very distracted lately, is the best and nicest way I can put that. Music Maestro, if you please. Thank you. Oh, where's the chat? I have everything in the wrong spot, too. On top of everything else. You'd think I would have gotten better at this after doing it for a full month, but no. I have not. 5 fingers, high five. Zenbu. Kill Karen 8 for your 800. Hey, that's a good idea. Where's mine? I don't have one of those. But I do have a selection of things in front of me, and I'm going to overdo it just a little bit tonight. And I mean, I don't want to feel like shit tomorrow. I got stuff to do. But I was going to drink some of these a little faster for reasons that will become obvious when I state them. But first, I must bring attention to this. Patrick Greeny. What are you doing? Thank you. Patrick Greeny gifted 5 KillCo Whiskey Musing memberships. Before the stream even started, we're talking hours ago. I just happened to look at the chat as I was setting things up. And I was like, oh, 5 more subscribers. Or 5 more members. I have too many different types of things to think about now, man. It's a little much. What, we got Facebook member group things. We got Instagram followers. These subscribers on YouTube. I don't even know what to call them on TikTok. Probably followers. I just can't. I can't do it. It's too much. Jimmy Jazz. Almost time for another year. I don't want to think about it. But yes. And that will be a very special night here because I'm going to force myself to enjoy it. Starting at 9 p.m. on Sunday. Later live stream for reasons that should be obvious. I'll be streaming for 3 hours. I'm making a mistake. And I will celebrate the new year with whoever's here. If you're like me and you don't go and do stuff on New Year's because it's like, why? I stay up to midnight all the time and drink whiskey by myself. It's great. So in this case, I'll be celebrating the new year and having a drink of something. That's the hard one. Like, what do you put? That's a question to the masses. What do you pour for New Year's Eve? Cliff Smith, good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the chaos. My throat and voice feels weird. I feel like I sound different today. It's annoying me. Maybe it's just that I don't talk very much. Or maybe I've just been talking to myself too much today. I don't know which. I forgot to open this. There we go. I'm having the thought of, did I go anywhere today? I did. I went to Starbucks and got a cold brew, but that was basically it. And I'm fine with that. Please let me know what's in your glass. I do not like to drink alone. That's not true. But I want to know what's in your glass. That's the nicest way to put it. Tonight, we're doing a flashback. And I realized I have 7 of these now. Hold on. 3 of these left. Going to an old faithful here. Do it. I know where it is now. I had to do it enough times to find it eventually. Come on. What are you focused on exactly? It's just me. Do it. New year means new camera, is what I'm thinking. Anyway, it's Wild Turkey 101, which is obvious, but I'm just getting angry at my webcam. Because it's a webcam. I'm not sure how other people do their stuff with expensive cameras and video cameras or whatever you want to call them. I don't. I'm kicking it old school. Webcam only. And it's the one that makes sense. Like if I'm on a computer, well, course I have a webcam. It's a nice webcam, or at least it was. But it doesn't have an autofocus thing. It focuses, but it has to argue with it. This is what we're starting with tonight. Nice and simple. I got, in that headspace of, what should I pour for 800 subscribers? I have so many whiskeys. Which would it be? And then I was like, screw it. I noticed I had a bunch of these, and that was it. Easy. This will not be my only drink tonight. I'll try to sip quickly. A little dangerous, but hey. It's alright. And yes, I have already obliterated all my holiday decor because I'm a sensible adult. Or at the very least, I don't like having stuff like that around when I had it around for a full month. Christmas gift, Redwood Empire Rocket Type Rye. Ooh. To the moon. Never heard of that. I've heard of... Have I heard of Redwood Empire? I don't know. Give it to me. No. Now. I want to make sure... I know I said this already, but again, Patrick Grady, what are you doing? Tossing out memberships left and right. I'm okay with it. The only thing... This is not a complaint. However, since I made the mistake of saying I would keep memberships to the channel in the outro for the live streams, and when he does that, like the day of, I have to go and make the whole thing, and I have to edit the Photoshop thing, upload the new video thing, or export, whatever it's called. It doesn't take long, but it's like, it's more work, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you by appreciating the fact that you appreciate being on this channel, so I appreciate you by appreciating the fact that I have to do all of that for the outro. I honestly think that made sense somehow, but you do that. Cheers! 800 subs. Yes! Going to 900. Then 1,000. I've never been closer to 1,000 subscribers than I am now. Which is true. Woo. That's the stuff. Woo! Hello. I've noticed this. This is almost like a throwback. This happens all the time. For those who are not, aware. My first sip of whiskey is always just a little intense. I have problems in this area, and alcohol agitates it. But I also wanted to point out I haven't had a drink in a few days. At least 2. I think, Christmas Day I had a drink, and then nothing since. So it's Christmas Day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 4 days, I think, of no alcohol, which has been nice. Believe that. After doing 24 days in a row of drinking whiskey every day. With a purpose. It's not like I was just doing it. My liver was like, yo, let's just chill out for a bit. Barrel behind you. I block him with your hand. Barrel? Hold on. Barrel. Oh, that. Yeah, I got you. Good point. Hold on, let's try it with my next pour, which is one I'm not going to like, or I assume I'm not going to like. You'll see. My big head is in the way now. Where is it? Show us the pretty face. I honestly think it's trying to focus on the dragon. It's really funny when it actually does it, because it's like, oh, well, that's what I'm supposed to focus on. I can also just get it really close. There you go. There she is. Miss some... That's not right. Just stay with it, man. What did you refocus on? Anyhow. I got a lot going on back here, so... You should see me... well, you don't know this, but to make shorts, you can use certain websites. There we go. That's the... To avoid that question. That take the clips from videos I've done and live streams I've done and turns them into shorts. It's magic. The problem is it thinks these two are in the video as people. So it'll like it'll have me talking and then it'll cut to them. I saw that. What was that? It's hilarious. And I have no way to fix that. I don't feel like it. I will make shorts I want to weigh, which is when I feel like it. Much like the lenses that used to be on Patreon. They're not exactly going to get views. Like, they're meant to be like little rehashed channel stuff. Not really. Not really into that. Especially when they just don't work. Whiskey from the best view. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. I realized something. I am excited about the fact that I get to see new badges next month. I made them all. Like, everyone who's got a badge right now is a member. If you've been doing it for another month, your badge changes. And I had to make all of them at once. Because I knew I would not if I didn't do it all at once. Oh, I was actually doing something. Hold on. What was I doing? Hold on. Damn it, it's gone. I was gonna do something. It was important. It had to do with not chat. I can see chat just fine. I can see all of you just fine. Balls. And I know it had something to do with my channel. Oh, that's right. There you go. The second I'm about to give up. It usually happens. But members, since I'm talking about members, this all makes sense, I promise. The podcast is up, technically. But I have realized I forgot to actually let it go. Let it be something you can watch. Because I still haven't figured out how to do that. What happens is I do a podcast, it goes to Spotify. So if you want to find it on Spotify and you're not a member, good luck. It's not that hard. There aren't many KillCo Whiskey Musing podcasts out there. But, point is, for members, it just shows up right here. The problem is it doesn't show it to members. I want it to. Right now it's unlisted. Why? Members only. Publish. You got something to listen to after this. For whatever reason, it doesn't let me upload those. Are uploaded like default. This is way too much information. I upload my podcast to Spotify. Spotify then uploads it to YouTube automatically. But it doesn't automatically make it for members. It just makes it unlisted, and I don't have a way that I'm aware of to make it just be membership every time. The technicalities of doing YouTube stuff, folks. Enjoy. Total Wine Triple R Rye, same bottle. Good. Digging it? Do it. Zenbu is the one to talk to about ryes. Because he enjoys them all the time. Well, frequently. You know what? Stop. I wish I had plans for tonight. That's one thing I could say. But I'll be real. The thought of doing this had nearly slipped my mind. Like, if you listen to the podcast sometime soon, tonight, later, after the stream, I state in it that I was going to do something for Friday, but I didn't remember what. Thankfully, I remembered. It's this 800 subscriber celebration. But with it being like one of those, I just did a whole month of videos, live streams, and videos. The funny part is I was fuzzed up the whole time. That was last month. Oh, thank you. Patrick Green, we were just talking about you, you son of a gun. Now here's more where you got me. Yeah, it's done. I did it. Appreciate that. Love it. The more members, the better, because YouTube is happy about that. I'm happy about that too. But I don't know how that how does that fiddle with the algorithm? I don't know, but it is nice to see so many people. Oh God, you did it again. Well, That one I can't do right now. Let me see if it's going to show up. We might get a hello Mr. Fancy Pants a few times. I'm not sure. If you've never had Wild Turkey 101, man, it is wild. Pun not intended. That they can do that. That's, well, it used to be $25 for a bottle of Wild Turkey 101. It's delicious and nutritious. That's probably not true. It tastes good. It is a crowd pleaser type of bourbon, and that has proven itself true numerous times on numerous channels. Although, guilty pleasure is the fact that I like rare breed a little more. Just a little bit. Bop, 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 bop. Thank you again, Patrick Reedy, for giving me more stuff to do. Thankfully, I'm fluent in Photoshop and, well, whatever the hell my video editing software is. I don't remember. It's Adobe something. It's not the good one. It's the cheap one. That's the best way I can put it. Jesus Christ. You did more than just 5, didn't you? I'm looking at it, it's like, wait a minute. There's that one. There's that one. And then there's another one. Did you donate 20 memberships today? Because if so, I definitely didn't get all. You crazy. In a good way. In a just as crazy as everyone else here kind of way. Something about this channel just absorbs the people who are like, I like whiskey. It's good. It's true. I like whiskey. It's good. What I like about this is, since it took so long to actually do this celebratory thing, celebrating, there are, what, 12? There were 12 members extra last I checked. And that's never happened. I think the usual is I would hesitate when I hit a notable goal. So every 100 or 50 subscribers, whatever it was, I would wait like a weekish maybe to make sure it didn't drop down again. Then I'd do one. In this case, I technically waited, but not because I wanted to. It was other stuff was happening. I had to deal with that. And again, that was great. I still have the box. I need to recycle that. Note to self: recycle giant Flaviar box that is now just a piece of stuff in the way. And you'll note the Eagle Rare has moved. It is now the Christmas tree of my collection, along with the Philly Filey Bay signed, and the Redbreast cast strength that Mama KillCo gave me. If I didn't mention it, which I probably didn't. Mama KillCo gave me a Redbreast 12, or a Redbreast cast strength. Sneaky devil. I may pour more of that later. I'm all over the place right now. It's great. Right, sample swap. Do it. The big news for me, as of tomorrow, is that I've been told to attend an event, well, to go to Irene Tan's store tomorrow. That's what I've vaguely been told. I don't know why. I know on the stream last Friday? Was it Friday or Sunday? Ugh. Well, the recent stream, I think it was Sunday. Yeah, it was. Christmas Eve. Got it. So the stream on Sunday when Irene Tan visited, hold on. She did talk about bottles she was going to be bringing to the store to pour for some people. And I know some of them are very expensive and very fancy, but I wasn't really listening to that. I was just happy she was drinking them, really. There was no thought of going to drink them myself. But I'm also very tired and don't like going places. Even if it is Irene's store. Right now, there are issues with certain major highways in my area, and I say major as in like 4 lanes, maybe 6. Those suck. But something happened. Like one of the bridges that goes into the city of Providence got not great. So they had to shut off traffic for a little while. People, like the highway, they couldn't use it. So they had to reroute traffic. People were not happy. And I don't think I will have that problem if I go a different route, but the route takes longer. So it's one of those working myself up to go, even though it's just a pain. I don't really like going that way, honestly. The bridge is scary. That's okay. Scott Pigsley knows. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. You're welcome. You did 20 today. Thought you were bored. Yeah, well, no. I mean, I was playing games most of the day, I will admit. And it was this kind. Blech. When I had to hang out with my brother after he had a procedure at his house, he was playing this Hogwarts Legends or something. Hogwarts something. And I got hooked. It was on sale. It was a Christmas gift to myself. Shut up. Rob Smith, hello all. Hello. Welcome to this chaos. Oh, I've been snapping a lot lately. I don't know what that is. But I've been playing too much of that. I've already put in like 36 hours because I have no self-control. And I haven't played any games in 2 months, which is strange. You'll hear a lot about this on the podcast. I said that. You're getting like the briefer version. The podcast, although short, I think it's less than 9-10 minutes. Still took an hour to edit. Oh, and please let me know how the volume is. How do I sound beautiful? Hello. Hi. How are you? A pleasure. My microphone's being weird. In both audio recording for the podcast and video recording. I'm not sure if it's the microphone or something else. It could be loose. I don't know. But I'm trying to make sure the volume sounds better. Because I am in a large room. And the microphone is right here. I don't know what you heard when I did that. But I'm sure it wasn't pleasant. I can't drink whiskey fast, man. It's not in me anymore. It's like sip it slowly. Excellent. Thank you. I need to sound beautiful. Although the audio for recording the podcast has been acting up, but I don't. That's the part that bugs me. The video, mostly okay. I should probably crank it a little, but you know when one comment gets to you? Yeah. It's alright. Whenever people talk about the volume on a video, my immediate response is, turn up your volume. You can fix that. Sounds good to me. I'm gonna sing a song to make sure it doesn't go too loud. Hello. Oh. Levels are fine. Optimal, even. There's a big word. Yes, thank you, Stream Elements, you silly son of a gun. Heck shoot darn. Where is it? Boom. Haha. Like and subscribe. I'll make it go away. Oh. I know what I'm doing. Glenn Scush 18 sounds pretty good. Where's mine? I don't have an 18. I have a bit of it. 15. Over there. I can't remember if I poured any of it last time, but I'm trying to figure out a celebratory sampler. Now, this will likely be a 2-hour stream. It's just me, though, so as long as you can handle the mustache power, stick around. I made that decision just now, for the record, because it's already been almost half an hour, and I don't feel like I've done anything yet, as far as drinking whiskey goes. I have so many samples. Some of them look like they're from someone who lives nearby, who's here right now, who owes me money. I mean, we'll figure that out later. Just reminding myself of that. We still need to get to Irene's, Jimmy Jazz. We need to get there. I mean, now you officially need to get there, but what you have to do is figure it out with Irene, because her schedule is bonkers. You didn't know. She travels around and gets lots of whiskey. I have so many samples here. This is a good one. I know this is a good one. It's tempting. Cliff, you here? I saw you earlier, didn't I? Oh, that was a noise. I like billiards. Pool, if you will. Cliff Smith, there you are. I'm looking at this and it looks like you. 1983 Milton Duff Speyside Single Malt, 31 years old. This is from you, I know it is. One of the very few samples I can say definitely. I know who it's from. Watch me be wrong. Aha! I know this one's good. That's why I'm saying I should drink this one. You know how old I was in 83? 3 years of age. I was lucky if I was speaking. I was definitely speaking. Well, you can ask Mama KillCo on that. I really have no idea. Yes, yes. I remember the story. I don't remember what they poured at my Psalm 1 and level 2. I think I took a picture. I don't even know if that's something I can ask them. Like, hey, what'd you pour? Like, I don't know, it's gone. Ugh. This is a good one, though. It's not how you drink it. Well, at least I won't drink it. That's just wrong. I will admit, wow. It's nice to go back. Like, this is one of the reasons I even continue to do this stuff. The Wild Turkey 101. It's finding those solid bottles that you can recommend to people who are interested in whiskey but aren't. They don't have a problem like me, we'll say. That's real. It's not a real problem. It's a very first world problem. I'll say that much. I have too much whiskey. What do I do with it? Feels gross even saying out loud. But like, I can say Wild Turkey 101. I can say Redbreast 12. Those are two definite bottles come straight to mind immediately. I'm thinking of this because the urge to, not the urge, but I will say pressure, having a YouTube channel and feeling that unconscious, not real, like I do this to myself, I make it up, the best of 2023 whiskeys. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't remember how many I've had this year. I've done a lot of videos, and if I were to say one, it's the recent one. It's the one that comes to mind recently. That's Redbreast PX. Amazing bottle, no question. Like, if you can get the bottle, do it. If you can get two and send one to me, do that too. I would like that. I haven't actually gone back to check the store where I got the first one because I'm stupid. Because the feeling I get, the one that I've convinced myself of, I might still do it. So don't think of being a saint here, but the idea is that someone might see that bottle, think of someone or think of themselves, and be like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I want to get it. And they do. And it's not cheap. Either for themselves or for a friend or for a family member, whatever. And I don't want that to be taken away. I want other people to drink that bottle. I still have one right now. There is the vague possibility that once that one's gone, maybe I'll get another. Big maybe. I'm still convinced I'll never see that bottle again. I don't know how I did that to myself either. But there's the chance I will. However, if I go back in that store sometime soon and see it there, I will not have any impulse control. I will not be able to stop myself. I'll be outside of the store with it in my hand going, what just happened? Where's my credit card? Oh, that's right. I put it in a block of ice in the freezer because I shouldn't use it. That doesn't stop anyone anymore. You got it on your phone. There's no escape. Oof. It's true madness, folks. Mama KillCo also bought a different bottle. I don't know what it is yet. She and Papa KillCo are actually on their way home from the hospital tonight. I don't know if they're home yet. I think they had to stop and get dinner, but my mom's been stuck there all day, and they had a stay over. So there was a hotel they stayed at last night. And there's some annoying complications today, but they got home. The joys of dealing with newer treatment, being a bit of a guinea pig, is if there are side effects, they want to check it out and pay more attention to what's going on. But my dad was having side effects, and they wanted to check, and thankfully he's going home tonight. That's all I can say. Nothing major, but it was like, my mom indicated they was going to keep him another night, and that's not a great feeling. It's almost New Year's, Mom. Come on. Get through one more, please. Ugh. Oh, if I do have questions for you guys. What is the best thing that you see? Whoa, the chat just jumped. Wow. That you see for my channel. What do you often get popped up at? Other than clicking on the subscriber tab, because I'm playing around with the community tab, YouTube Shorts, and of course I already just make content, so that is what it is, and I share that like crazy on the social media. You stop that right now. Big Cat, cheers, welcome, hello, welcome to this madness. Mike Franklin, good evening. Good evening. How are you, sir? Hope you are well. Jar the bottle you have the exactly. There already are. I think something about like a Missouri or Mississippi finished. Or I glanced something from Four Leaf. She's become my go-to Irish whiskey person because she likes it a lot, and I really like Irish whiskey, but not to the degree that she does. She goes to like events and such, and I'm like, I like red breasts. I share it with folks. I'm also a I don't know what to call it, but there are a lot of channels that are specific. Like, it's Bourbon Night. I pay attention to the bourbons that they talk about. Four Leaf, I pay attention to the Irish whiskey she talks about. Scotch, I listen to Aquavite and see what he says about it. I don't have a Japanese whiskey source, but that's kind of like a very, very narrow bandwidth right now. But there's more and more out there, and it's making the rounds, so don't sleep on Japanese whiskey. Get a Nika from the barrel if you can find one. That is my suggestion. Look at all these hellos. People playing with the emotes. Oh yeah. I made those myself. I'm an artiste. You know how you can tell? Just look at the skull one I did. With a crayon. Oh, thank you, Big Cat. I appreciate that. But doing this, I'll get to 1,000 eventually, and then I'll stop. That's not true. 1,000 is the starting point for me, and I've been doing this for 4 years. But I am also not an expert on attempting to do it. Like, there's no rule book. There are a lot of YouTube channels that tell you how they got big and how you can do it too. Oh, yep, there it is. Bam. That's the face that one is. The skull for that is. Still need to drink faster. I've had this in my glass for 34 minutes. How do you drink faster on a channel like this? I got smaller pours. That was a whole 2 ounces, I believe. Or at the very least, 50 ml? They have their milliliters. 50 mil. Is it 1.5 ounces? I don't even know. I knew of a guy somewhere. That's a good point. Kampai Planet, I like that. Is he in Japan? I would assume he is, but yeah, he's got a big, big love of it. I've had to come to terms with the fact that I like Japanese stuff a lot. Not all of it. Not all, I haven't experienced enough of it. Like, I can't tell you where to go for sushi around here or a Japanese cuisine restaurant of any sort. I think sushi first for some odd reason. But I rarely ever have it. It is raw fish. I'm keenly aware of that fact. But I don't dislike it. Like, I know I like, oh God, I've talked about it so many times and I always stall on this one. Ah! I can see the word. I can't see it and think it and hear it. And it's not there. Wasabi. I like wasabi. But I'm not even sure I've ever had real wasabi. It's madness. The point is, I've been trying to learn Japanese. I've mentioned it a few times, and I only mention it because I have been consistent for 233 days. So I'm taking a few minutes of my day for 233 days with the intent of learning the Japanese language to a degree. Not expert, not fluent, being able to understand the basics. That's what I'm going for. And then I have a reason to go to Japan. I can test out my Japanese. And I can only wonder what an American accent sounds like to someone who's a native Japanese person who speaks Japanese. Probably sounds weird. That's okay. As long as I can attempt. I think that's what I've heard. At least with languages, the best thing you can do is try to attempt it. And usually people appreciate the attempt, even if it sounds terrible. I have a flashback to being in Canada and going into McDonald's. And the person behind the register talked, I've said this before recently. The person behind the register asked me what I wanted, I believe, in French. And I had to say, Parlez-vous Anglais? This is one of the very few French things I remembered on purpose. So I could say, do you speak English? Ah, you're using the Japanese. How did you do that? You know what? It's the one with the accent that throws me off. I know the first one's ka. The second one, I don't remember. Third one, still don't remember. It used to be re. See, this is what you're going to see on my channel now, me attempting to learn Japanese. Nope. I'm going to keep that one to myself because it's terrible. But it's just fun. Like learning a new language. It's one of the very few things I can say for sure that has been interesting to me. But I've also been listening to anime for most of my adult life. So since I was at least 16. And I am one of those I don't know if you're a snob or what, but I have to watch anime in the Japanese language. If I hear it dubbed, it is god awful. It feels so bad, so wrong in every way. Ugh. There's not the same intensity. Japanese voice actors do not mess around. That's my New Year's resolution. Continue to do what you're doing. Do as best you can. And when you can't do it your best, a good attempt is fine. Can't get out of bed that day? Well, it's on your phone. It's fine. I do have to ask myself, I have to ask all you too, should I get champagne for New Year's? I believe I have some champagne in my fridge, but that's probably from last year, if I'm being honest. I very likely bought a whole bottle of champagne, never opened it, forgot it was there, and I know it's in there now. But I don't know if champagne goes bad or not. I haven't uncorked it. It's just still there. It's aged. It's better now, right? That's how it does work. Ah, yes, that would do it. That would do it. I do get points. I'm trying. I don't know. Ooh, some good rise. I should try that sometime. I don't rye very often. It's usually too spicy. Wild turkey here has a little spice to it, but it's nothing like a rye. All I ever have to say about rye is Alberta Premium. You know, you know. Just looked at myself and was like, I should do this. Oh. My body hurts in ways I don't want to think about. Yeah, it's in the fridge. I mean, I just wanted to do the pop thing, but also it's going to make a god-awful mess. I guarantee that thing got shook around a little bit before I actually put it away. I wish they had, like, tiny champagne bottles. Wouldn't that be nice? Do they? I've never looked. It just feels like a silly thing to have, like, a tiny champagne bottle. You know? I think it'd be great. It's like a little pour, like a mini. Like, well, something a little bigger than this, except full of champagne. I only want one glass. Because when you open a bottle of champagne, you feel like you have to drink the whole thing. And that's not a good idea. I know that because I've done it. I found one year, not necessarily for the new year, but I heard a recipe. I believe it was the Try Channel. It's funny. You can watch that. Especially if they drink alcohol. That's how I found them. Ah, that was my point. Crap. Oh yeah, they had a cocktail recipe where it was champagne and gin. Of all the things to mix together, it was either champagne or, you know, bubbly wine, whatever it is. Champagne is just a very specific one. I know that. It's from Champagne, France? Help me out with that one. That sounds like a French word. We're talking languages tonight, and how I don't understand most of them. I don't even understand English, let's be real. I've talked about it before, and I'll talk about it again, but when you take the musing time, which is what I'm doing tonight, my channel, 800 subs, we're gonna think about random stuff. The concept of speaking and language is the baseline. I am making sounds in a very specific way that you understand. It is language. It is very specific, and we all learned it. But in general, I'm just making a bunch of monkey noises that you also understand. Which is wild. Or should I say Neanderthal-like? It gets very complicated. But, that's my fun little mental experiment to tell other people. Because usually they just get confused. Like, what? Like, yes, that was a noise that I understood. Your confusion. Good stuff, people. All you have to do is hear a different language to know that your noises are a little bit different from other people's. Also very specific. So good. I will say, ow. The Japanese alphabet is interesting. As Zenbo here pointed out, that's the simplified version, and I still don't know exactly what those are. I know I've seen them before, and I know the accented one that looks like two legs, like that. How do I, like that? That means whatever I know that word is, or that sound is. Again, sound, not word, or grammar, whatever. I think of it as sounds. It's easier for me. There's an accent, so it means something else. It's like they changed an I to an A. As far as like ni and na. Try it, man. Try and learn the language. Good God. I did try to learn French in high school, which is part of the reason I even understood what I should say up there. If you ever talk to someone in French, just parlez-vous anglais. Please, s'il vous plaît. See, it's still in there. I've watched videos about stuff. Mad River, Old Pepper Single Barrel, damn. 187 milliliters, nice. Pa with the circle goes to Pa. Yep. I feel like that second one, it means N. Kanpai? Really? I got it. Weirdly enough, I got it. Oh, that's disturbing. I suddenly realized what it was. As soon as you said what the pa was. Because I knew the last one was I. First one was ka. The other one was n. Kanpai. Yes. I understand Japanese. No. I need a lot of clues. I'm glad I knew the other ones, though. I wasn't certain. I've been trying to do the other alphabet they have, so that one's rusty. The weird part about that was I realized that's what it said. That's a weird feeling. I believe their second alphabet, I don't even know what it's called, kanji, something like that. But what I'm finding they're doing is they're squishing two sounds into one. Two sounds into one symbol. So the last thing you expected to find on this channel, especially for 800 subscribers. Guess what? We're going to learn Japanese, children. Ooh. I will admit, this is a weird thing to have happen to you at 43 years old. The sudden realizations that's like, I do know a lot of Japanese sounds, and I know what they mean. I should probably learn the language, really. That's all it was. There was no other intent. I know enough Japanese to barely get by. So why don't I learn a little more? So I can get my way through Japan someday. Big someday. In all likelihood, never will. Like if this channel gets 1 million subscribers and I have billions of dollars, sure. Great idea. That hasn't happened yet, though. But we are hitting the milestone of 800 subscribers with the express intent, and I am as blunt and straightforward about this as always. That's why I appreciate any kind of donations that head my way. This is the job. Like, I do not have a day job. This is it. What I'm doing right now. Drinking whiskey, talking to you. One of my favorite things to do, because it's my job. On top of the video making. That's the rough part. The editing. No one taught me how to edit videos. I'm just figuring it out as I go. Seeing Japanese. What? Uh-oh. Seeing Japanese. Yeah, that's the one I need to work on. I'm using the Who's You What app. Duolingo. Works so far. The fact that I realized it was kanpai is just almost a fluke. But now that I look at it, I know the symbols mean exactly that. Except for the pa. Which would usually be something else. Ri? It would be Ri, wouldn't it? Oh, that's another disturbing moment. If I'm correct, I'll feel weird. Hang it easy. Hello. Welcome. Oh yes, if Irene's here, everyone's excited. Like, tell us more. She's 2 levels psalm-wise above me. Yeah, but I don't think I'll actually do level 4, and I don't know when I'll do level 3. That's the unfortunate news for this channel. 1, level 3 has tests where you don't have notes. Terrifying. It's on Scotch. Lots of hard names and places to remember. I do have a pretty good idea about most of the counties. That's not right. Whatever they're called. I don't remember now. I'm quizzing myself in my head, but I know what most of the places are, where the Scotch is usually made. Like Speyside. Is it a Speyside? I know that one. Instructions for use. Do not. Symbols. Symbols are great. I like those. It doesn't? I thought it did. Well, that's good news. But I do have a plan. I have an idea. I'll tell you, Cliff, and I need to get in touch with 2 other people to have it become a thing. And they would have to want to do it. Which I don't expect they will. However, it's worth a shot. But the idea is if Daniel can clue in the very, very basics of what Whiskey Somm Scotch Wise Level 3 is about, and tells that to Aquavite, and then Aquavite does a special quiz on his channel with me as a guest, and then I'll see how I'll do. That's intensely terrifying to me, but I like it as an idea. Regions, thank you. I don't know why I said counties. I knew that was wrong, but region, yes, region. Yeah, prefectures, ugh. Regions. I'm gonna highlight that so I remember someday. But I think that'd be fun, a fun little triangle of power. Daniel Whittington, Whiskey Vault, Roy, Aquavite, and then me, Brian, KillCo Whiskey Musings, / trying to get into level 3 Somm. I will admit that 1 and 2 terrified me in the same way. And I think most of it's just being there with other people I don't know. I don't like that. Which is why tomorrow's social gathering, it's like, I know most of you. It's still a lot of people. And I have to get some samples set up after this. Don't forget. I only had 1 drink. I can drink 1 whiskey in 1 hour. That seems to be my pace. Granted, I have been talking a lot. Usually don't talk much. All right. I figured out my celebratory pour, since we are talking about Whiskey Somm stuff. It seems appropriate. Cliff gave it to me. Cliff is Whiskey Somm, badass human being that I met through the chaos that is the whiskey life, whiskey tube life, whiskey. I can't call it a hobby. This is not a hobby. This is a problem. But the weird, wild ride that is the water of life. And this is an important one because I know it was for his Somm class. But it works because it's got an 8 on it. And it's 31 years old. It's really good. I'll tell you more about it. Or at least I'll drink it. Make you all jealous. I'm going to get a new glass even. Usually I don't do that. However, to get a new glass, I have to stand up, which means I have to use the be right back thing. I try not to use it much, but I'm going to use it now. Like I never left. Isn't that wild? Technology. Since we were talking about Roy, I grabbed one of those glasses. It also felt appropriate. I'll have to take a little bit of a cleanse. Also, whiskey tribe. He's gonna do it. No matter when. Add in blending. See, blending is the terrifying part. You give me something that's like specifically figure this out, I'm just going. 2025. Boo. Maybe I'll be ready by then. It is a good trio. It's just a matter of if they would like to participate. They don't have to. The easiest thing I can just. It's not hard. That's the part that's sticking out to me. So it's not hard for Daniel to talk to Roy about what kind of Scotch, vaguely what kind of Scotch stuff will be on the test for Somm 3. And I know enough, at least I feel like I know enough, but not on command. That's my problem. It's in there, just can't always find it when I want to. It's great. Want to? Want to. Enunciate, you fool. Thank you, Stream Elements. You are doing your job as intended. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I feel like most of you have subscribed already, which is why you're here. Just an automatic thing that YouTubers need to do. Also, this is nice. I set this up again. You'll notice there's no Santa Claus. I changed the cup just for lulz. I have no reason why. It'll get filled up faster because it's smaller. So it looks like more. That's my sneaky bit right there. And it almost looks like a Glencairn. If it were just like squat on the bottom, it'd be pretty close. But those are the defaults. Those are the ones they have. Blending's not graded in Psalm 3. Oh, good. I will just go. BRB Bourbon. That'd be nice. As soon as I can get one, I will. I like to think any participation I do with whiskey, I was talking to myself about this earlier. It's not next to me, but my Elijah Craig barrel pick is the one I went to Heaven Hill, did their little tasting, and filled up the bottle. That's my specialty pick. Technically. It was just the one that was there on the day. And it's good. It's so good. Thankfully. If it wasn't good, I would have been sad. I would have picked something else. Do it. Whoa. Rocket. Old Pepper. Mad River. I would go to Old Pepper just because I like the name. Yes, yes, no. R.E. Rocket and Old Pepper. I like that Old Pepper's 52% too. I am very biased sometimes. Let's pour this whiskey. Where'd I put it? Here it is. So, for tonight, as the special whiskey pour, which I had to figure out about 30 minutes ago-ish, it's a 1983 Milton Duff, donated to me by Cliff Smith, a fellow friend and Psalm. And it was given to him initially at the end of his Whiskey Psalm of 1 class. And most importantly, it has an 8 on it, which vaguely translates into 800 subscribers. Yes? That's the real important part at the end, not the rest of it. Liar. Son of a bitch. These are great, but they like to stick. Well, I should also ask, well, I did ask earlier, I'll ask again. What is going to be your New Year's Eve pour? It's always a tough question. Me personally, I have no idea. I'm leaning towards either the Redbreast PX, but that doesn't feel right, since I'm very interested in bourbons, as the channel is, because it's available. But this Four Roses over here might be it, because it has gotten better as it has opened up. Oh, that's a solid amount right there. 2 ounce pour, I forgot. All of me. Take all of me, you son of a bitch. There you have it, folks. We begin with the color. You're not doing the Flaviar stuff anymore, Brian. But that's great. Golden, even. Oh, it's musty. Oh, there we go. Oh. It was a kind of a green moss at first, and then I stuck my nose in again. It became beautiful vanilla and fruit. Oh, yes. Don't tell me there's any freaking clean glass smell. There better not be. Oh, that's so good. It smells so good. It's floral. It's a little bit... No, it's mostly floral. Floral and fruit. What did I miss? Like mango. With just a hint of that musty smell. And that's got to be a grain thing. I still don't know, for the record. I will mention forever and ever until I figure it out. I get a musty note on scotches occasionally. And it's either something to do with grain or something to do with sherry. Or something else entirely, but I hope it's one of those two. Specimen colored, yes. Evil William, stop being evil. You're bringing up my nightmares. It's one of the reasons at some point this channel will not be able to accept samples from strangers. Hope that'll never be the case, but... Calumet 16 for Christmas Eve. Not sure about New Year's yet. Maybe some Gold Spot or E/Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C923. That sounds pretty good too. Both of those I appreciate. I think I've done videos on... Have I done videos on those? No, I haven't done the C923. I've done the C123. I think. Where is it? That's not it. C921 though. Hello. That one is borderline looks like rain for the record. There it is. That's not it either. This is the C920. We're going even farther back. This one really needs to go. So does this one. I have a lot of these next to me because they're on hand. This is Irene Tan's Fighting 69th. I need to end that. Make like a ridiculously strong Irish coffee and we're good. Irish coffee being that and a little bit of coffee. Get a 9. Jesus. Even at 40%. Good God. As much as I like wild turkey, I want to make sure my palate's clean at the moment. I feel good. I knew that I would. My voice is still being weird. I got pencil shavings. That was odd. Orange. Just orange. No specific, just orange. Yeah, a little bit of coffee for color. I'm tempted. If I didn't have to go anywhere tomorrow, I would do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it for New Year's Eve. Just start the day with that. And just not sober up. What a god-awful stream that would be. Just a wee pour. Just a wee pour. To clarify what we're talking about. It's that much. And there's not much of a bulge there at the bottom. So that's probably 4 ounces, give or take. Enough to mess you up. Probably very likely closer to 6, but lowballing it. Whiskey Shaman, hello. Welcome. Some the shit out of it. That's what I try to do. In my own unique, blundery kind of way. Yay. I'm a professional. I want to make it clear I'm not. Any improvement to this channel is by sheer coincidence. And also that there are a lot of other people who make whiskey content who delight in deep diving into stuff. I'm just happy the lighting looks okay. That was a big one for me for a bit. Lighting, sound. There were more. Oh yeah, this background's going to change come New Year's. So next year, prepare for that. These two are probably going to go away. Not because I dislike them, but because stupid shorts thing keeps seeing them as people. Distracting. And I need a big change. That's most of it. Really, I feel like I want this behind me, or at least over here. Like this. So you can see most of it. Will there be not much on my left side? Yeah, but you'll see the whole mess. The whole jankiness of it all. Hold on, jankiness, wait. Can't even see this. That's how janky it is. Welcome to the jank. Can't see it. So all the jank will be is moving this to there. It'll go about to there. Is the thought process of the moment. I could completely change my mind. Got a nice bit of apple this time. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to drink this now. This is also lower proof. Percentage, whatever. It says 92 proof on it, but that means it's 41? No. 40... I know this one. Hold on. 40 is 80. 45 is 90. 45.5. Do not make me do math in my head. It doesn't like being there. Because the first thing I say is wrong. And then my brain goes, wait, think about it. Damn you and your numbers. Get the way. Ha! Cheers, by the way. Mm-hmm. I think it's fine. Oh, 92. I thought it was 91. Why did it... See? What did I tell you about numbers? I didn't even remember the fact that it's 92. Which is 46, which makes a lot more sense. Well, 45 is a good amount, too. Why must it be this way? Oh, well. As long as I keep breathing, it's alright. And eating and drinking water. And sleeping. Exercise is a good thing, too. That seems like all of the ones I'm trying to cover. Cool runnings. Hello. Cheers to you and yours. Welcome to the jank. My eyeballs are heavy. I don't like it. Blah. That's not alcohol. I know exactly what it is. I did not get enough sleep last night. And I blame my own brain for that one. Because I just didn't. I just woke up. Went to bed at almost 3. Cliff Smith, it might just be a refresh. I don't know why it's like that. But I know Mama KillCo said the same thing. She only sees a few thumbs. And if you refresh the page, it should change to more. If not, what the hell, people? Come on. I do find it strange that the whole like, subscribe thing, I've said it before. But all I'm asking you to do is click your mouse once over a thumb. And I have to beg for it. That's the worst. There you go, Cliffman, thank you. Yeah. I don't know why that's a thing. You'd figure it would actually cycle properly because people will see, unless they want people to see a lower number so they can click on it too. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, we missed 8 o'clock. That would have been 800. That's why we're still going. Yeah. That's the reason. We're officially in 800 time. 7 o'clock was the pregame. Now it's 800. AKA 8 p.m. Till midnight. No, till 8:30. I mean, 9. Depending on how I feel. Oh, this is so nice. This is the kind of scotch you could... Hi. That's subscriber, right? I can't, so damn it. I cannot see. Cannot see, laddie. 8:13. 8:14. I will aim for 8:14. I can do it. Thank you, whoever that was. I didn't catch it. My thing doesn't show me. Ah. It's supposed to update, but it didn't. Thank you to you who subscribed. Can I cheat? Can I cheat? I think I can. It's still wild that I can get this distracted this quickly. Damn it. Sometimes it'll tell me on here. It has not. 8:14 is a celebration. Woo! We got 4 minutes. We can do it. 5, 4, 3. No, that's Sunday. Hold on to that. This thing's supposed to show me subscribers too, isn't it? We got super chats and tips. There's one. Subscriptions. Alright. Whatever thing. You're supposed to work and you're not. Damn you. Also, I'd love to point out that because this channel is so popular now, what the fuck? We have super chats. But we hit our goal. I want to make sure that's clear. This will be what it is from now on. You'll see this little bar here. It'll very likely change color. Right now, it was festive because it was green and orange. Green and orange. Wow. Green and red. What's in this stuff, Cliff? Oi! Hello. Hello, Governor. I forgot what I was going to say. Shit. Oh, yeah. This will be here for every month as a incentive. But we incentivized the hell out of it last month. This month. I'm already into next year, apparently. What was the question? I don't remember. If I'm being honest, Cliff. Oh, I said what's in this stuff because I was pretending that I was annihilated. Which I'm not. We're getting there, though. Because I said orange instead of red. But this will be the norm from now on because I've explained it before and I'll explain it again because I don't know who's here and when. I just know I have to say words. But YouTube, once you're monetized, doesn't send the payout unless you hit a minimum of $100. That's why this is here. We do not have to hit that on Super Chats. I will admit that this is like for Super Chats only. And if we're getting all the memberships that someone here keeps throwing around like a madman, then it's more than that, and we've hit 100. But I like this. This is a nice way to show the base level. Like if we get 100 Super Chats, we're good. And I can't guarantee memberships because there's no telling if the people who get memberships want to continue. So far, so good. Oh. Oh. So nice. What a solid Scotch this is. Damn you, Milton Duff. Milton Duff. Tell me more about Milton Duff, because I have a feeling I know something and I don't want to. If it's true. I hope it isn't. I could look it up, except doing this right now. Oh, this young fellow moved as well. He was up here. But it's in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. It happened. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! 814 subscribers. We did it. Ah. Oh, my leg actually got through that. That's cool. I see it. I see the little celebratory things. Thank you. It's New Year's all over again. This is the first time I've hit 118, well, whatever, 814 subscribers. It'll never be the same. I hope. The funny thing about subscription is it's one button push, and then most people forget what they subscribe to. I certainly have. There are channels that have stopped doing content completely. I'm very likely still subscribed to them. I think I've gone through once to check. Yeah, show off those emotes, folks. I made them myself. They're terrifying. Get access to this and more as a member. Emotes. Special super chat stuff. No, that's not right. I do believe I can see your names better. You know, like every member has a highlighted color. I think that's the same in chat. But it does help. So I know who members are and the badge, which I made myself. So nice. If you're wondering what the hell it is, it's supposed to be a Glencairn. Except on a little circle. The general idea was making it look like a Glencoin. These are technically what those are. Come on top of your Glencairn. Wait, this one's made of metal. That was the closest thing I could come up with in a flash. It looks okay. It looks pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing the change in color for some of you next year. Next year, next month. Well, no. Next year. My brain was right that time. Wow. Hey-ya. Look at them all. Yes, the Chivas brothers. Okay, good. For whatever reason, I doomed that. I doomed that in my head. What's that mean? Hold on. Not doom. Catastrophizing? I thought Milton Duff didn't exist anymore. Like, this was in 1883. Clearly they don't exist anymore. So I didn't know they're still around. And I do like the fact that they're a subsidiary of Chivas Brothers. It's pretty hilarious. I like it. This is very good. And appropriate. Because it has an 8 in it. Really, that's all it took. Any of my other samples that caught my eye had an 8. I might have done it, but this one's special. This one has story to it. Has behind it. It's good stuff. It's like a blanket. It's like a nice soft blanket. Did I mention I'm tired? Not tired, not like really, really tired, but it's the feeling behind my eyeballs. Like, see all these like dark circles under my eyes? I can feel those right now. Ugh. Key product component at Ballantine's. Blended whiskey since 1936. Gee, yikes. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's fairly young for Scotland and over on that side of the water, but still a long time. Those Glencairns. Some with mustache faces and some without. I had to make all of those. If you're wondering why they look so unique, that's why. I'll be making more eventually. I think I have to hit a certain number of members, if I remember correctly, that to make more. There's a quota. While much of the production of Milton Duff is used in blends, the distillery has produced a single malt since 1964, named, I can't read that. Mostowie? 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 I mean, I don't know how to pronounce that, but Mostowie sounds right. They like to just their words, add weird things and take them away. They wouldn't say Towie, it's Toe. T-O-E. That's some good stuff, man. Ow. I feel like I should get a Milton Duff bottle. Or I should just buy some Chivas. Oh, here's the thing. Again, if you're a member, you can listen to all of these thoughts and podcasts in real time. The podcast was recorded technically on Thursday. You'll know why if you listen to it. Edited today, uploaded today. So we're talking about thoughts from 2 days ago. Well, 1 day ago again. Technically, you'd have to listen to it to know what I mean. But I go over a lot of the stuff on my live streams that I talk about in podcasts. One of them being earlier, I couldn't remember what I was supposed to do for Friday. Like the stream before New Year's Eve, what do I even do? You never celebrated the 800 subscribers. Oh yeah, I should do that. That's a good idea. I love it. We'll do that. But look forward to samples. Not samples, what do I call it? Mini reviews. Which is just a literal term. Because, one, while I do have plenty of bottles to go over, still, I'm trying to condense things, and I feel like the best thing for me to do personally is start eyeballing minis. That's part of why I started off with this. A very vague part, but stuff like this that you can get as an introductory to whiskey, because this is what you want to get. You don't want to buy a whole bottle right away. Oh God, Zenbu's throwing Japanese stuff at me. Whiskey Uncensored, hello. See you tomorrow, you son of a gun. My friend has an Ivy bottle of Milton Duff. I need to get him to open the bottle. Just open it by accident. Be like, oh, I thought this was the one you wanted. Oh, sorry, I'll just... We might as well. Look at this. There's another accent one. And you have the N in there twice. With the other thing. What was the other one? We had Kampai. Kampai. Nope. I'll figure it out, Zabud. I like those little... That does help. Me looking at it and going, I should know, but I don't. Having the ends on there helps, but there's also the fact that some of those twist around, which is irritating. I can't tell if they do on this one. Because with those little dashes with the dot over them, sometimes the dot goes this way or this way. Changes the whole thing. Really annoying. Bourbon, you just showed up. Where have you been? Ben. We opened up a sample that Cliff Smith gave me. The 1983 Milton Duff Speyside Single Malt. 31-year-old. 92 proof. Delightful. I'll do that. Because it has an 8 on it. 800 subscribers. 8. You got it. 31 years old, too. That's some... Got 10 years on me. Well, 10 plus years on me. Anyway. Oh, nice. Cliff Smith, that'd be awesome. You don't have to do that, but that's some good stuff. Snap, you're already over there. You... Good. You're staying over good. It's a safer bet than the chaos you sometimes do. Let's drive 3 hours and then back. My brain implodes at that thought. Whoops! Oh, look what I have. Only worked that way. I could. Cliff, don't be tempted by this devil. Do it. I mean, do whatever you want. Glen Scotia rum cask. Speaking of... Wait, am I serious with that? Hold on. I'm not. Okay, I'm not. That made me think of this one. Remember I mentioned one of these is very finicky? We have the Springbank rum cask matured here. Age 15 years, 51%. And the person who donated it may be in chat right now. You recognize your own label. Instant reflex, rum cask finished. Ah! I want to try more rum cask finished stuff just to see if I can get that weird metallic note. It's aluminum is the easiest way I can put it. It's aluminum. It's like a dime. You ever put dimes in your mouth? Don't do that. But metallic-y. I get that same thing from some rums, usually the cheaper, not so great rums. I should point that out. And then light whiskey and cheap Irish whiskey. And I need to figure out why. There's no direct connection that I think of immediately, but there's something that gives a very similar note. Light whiskey, rum finish. I don't like saying cheap Irish whiskey, but that's what it typically is. Like if I brought a sample of Three Sisters out, which if you didn't see it, check the video. Gotcha. And if you did, and if you've had it, it is a bottle that comes with instructions on the bottle about how to make a cocktail with it. It's not exactly made for sipping, is my point. It does make a good mixer. I will give it that. I will give it that. It really does. Because then you can't taste it. I'm sorry, Three Sisters. Or Two Sisters, whatever it was. Probably two. That would make more sense. Three would be fun, though. As a title of a bottle. Wait. That's good stuff. Damn. It's amazing how spicy that is. Kind of unfold, blossom. It's one of those blossoming whiskeys. Go like this. Oh, it's so good. So good. Ugh. Yeah. Whiskey Uncensored, where's your membership? Okay. Surprised you haven't got caught in the crossfire, Patrick Green. You throwing out memberships left or right. Alright, I'm just going to sit here and stare at you guys for the rest of the stream. Oh, no. Next month, / next year, things will be changing a little. Again, if you're a member, you can listen to the podcast to get my day-old notes about what I'm doing. But the briefest way of saying it is I'm going to slow things down. And I don't know what that means yet. I've been driving. I'm kidding. Again, I'm glad you're driving early and getting in the vicinity in advance. That's the only sensible way to do this chaos. Look at that Stream Elements doing its thing. I gotta click the thing now. Whoop. Like and subscribe. Oh. Springbank? Rob Smith, have you tried it? Tater Dom! I don't know why I had to say your name that way. Hello, welcome. Sounds great. I've never had it. I have it here, though. I do know Springbank is flippin' amazing, unfortunately, because I don't see them around. And if I do see them around, I bet they're too expensive. Glad I've been going for a while longer. Again, we're in the 800 hours, folks. Although, what would this be normally? Hold on, 12, 20. If we're going off of, I want to say maritime, but that's not right. 0200? Not 2000. I don't know how to do time in a different thing, so I'm not going to. But 800, that's what we're at now. 8 o'clock equals 800 subscribers equals fun and whiskey. And closer to 9,900 and 1,000 next. Maybe by the end of 2025, we'll have 1,000. If not earlier, that'd be cool. Tater obfuscator. Obfuscator. Words. Tater Dom, every time I see you, I think about how much I love potatoes. Which just makes me hungry. And I want French fries. And I'm not even picky. I could go, nope, driving right now is a bad idea, even if it's 5 minutes away. And it's a Friday, so... But the immediate thought is, you know, I can go to Wendy's. It's right down the road. I love their French fries. I could do it right now. Although I have found there's this new thing out there. It's called DoorDash. Wild concept, really. I love how long we had pizza delivery. And no one ever thought, well, why can't everything get delivered? Until 2020 happened. Now guess what? Everything can be delivered to your door. Whether it be via online web stores, specifically Amazon is a big one, or stuff like DoorDash and pizza stuffs and whatever you want. I believe there are some places where you can have alcohol delivered to your house, and I've had that. Like buying bottles, you can get them online. They get shipped to you. And then there's medical cannabis, or cannabis in general. Have it delivered to your door. Cliff Smith, see you tomorrow, you son of a gun. Get some sleep. I know I need it. To Lagfest. Thank you, Cliff. I will enjoy the rest of this in your good stead. Smells nice. Ooh, glad I ate food before this. Tater Dom, as much as I love a good tater tot, I think the convenience and portability of French fries, unfortunately, is the saving grace for that. But tater tots, high quality tater tots will win over French fries in the right environment. So I will not be one to pick just one. Why pick one thing from the magnificent potato when there are millions of things you can pick? A little bit, thousands at least. Hundreds maybe. Pinch Hitter Whiskey Lounge. Congrats on 800 subs, Brian. Thank you. All I had to do was be a complete idiot on the internet and drink lots of whiskey. You too can be a whiskey. It's a thing. Tater tots and ketchup. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Here's the disturbing thing. You can put ketchup on anything. You probably shouldn't in some areas, but I, admittedly, have used it on rice because it is a very cheap alternative to tomato sauce. And there are recipes out there that use that. Especially with some cheese in the middle. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking of, weirdly enough, I'm thinking of an Italian thing where it's just a fried rice ball with a big thing of cheese in the middle. I forget what they're called, but they're in the fridge. And I may or may not be making some of those after the stream ends. There you are. Who said I was good at this, Zenbood? Hang on. I appreciate the encouragement. But I always say I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm enjoying doing it. At least at the moment. Dance lessons. Hey. Have fun with it. I would enjoy learning how to dance with my wife if I had one. And also it would be kind of fun. I'd both enjoy it and dread it at the same time. It'd be nice to learn something new, but also if I have to dance in front of other people, not great. And usually you have to dance with other people around. A lot of them. Yeah, it'd be worth it. Well, I mean, if you learn to dance, you learn to dance for the rest of your life. And I imagine a bottle of whiskey is not going to last you that long, if that's what we're talking about. I pour the Bon Accord at Lagfest. Oh. Oh. You know what, Tater Dom? You made me want French fries. That's what you just did. I believe part of the problem is tater tots are either for a dinner side at home because they were in the freezer, or there's something along the lines of makeshift hash browns in the morning. They're very versatile is what I'm saying. I know there's a place near here. I'm trying to remember where. It's a place I like going to, but I don't remember where. But they have this nice little tater thing, so it's you just told me. It's tater tots, but they're all wrapped up in this nice iron little skillet thing, and they're covered with cheese. Oh, so good. Swing dance? You just move around like an idiot. It's great. Ah, that's cute. Learning to dance for a wedding that's commitment right there. If you can get through that, you're probably going to stick around. Unless, Rob Smith, you got divorced. And then I'm wrong. But hopefully you did not. Because you said, my wife. Not my ex-wife. Pizza, taters, whiskey, taters, or pizza, french fries, whiskey, french fries, pizza. All good things right there. I see nothing wrong with that statement. I agree. I have some really cheap-ass garbage pizza in my fridge from a week ago. I'm not going to eat it. I feel bad about that. But it's so bad that I won't eat it. It could be worse, but I don't like it at all. So the only thing I need to do is order DoorDash. That's what I'm telling myself right now. Let's see. Here's the thing. Since I'm talking about it, and since I was actually at my brother's place when we tried this, or when he ordered DoorDash, I'm tempted. But if you've been on my channel long enough, you know the problem is having to deal with someone I don't know. And unlike my brother's house, where he's living with his fiancée, who it's her house, but technicality, I can't have them drop it off at the doorstep. They have to be either let into the building, or I have to go out and meet them. And considering how large this building is, I feel like I have to go out and meet them. Because there's just... I don't want them to get lost in here. Hello. Update. Mama KillCo just got home. Just got a text. Good news. Oof. I will say awesome. Ah. There. How? I have a Fitbit that wants to be charged again. I'm gonna check. Liar. It said this at 9%. I don't believe it. Green crossbar. Uh-oh. What's going on in Seattle on May 18th? Wedding? Anniversary? Dance class? Oh, you're... Okay. I missed that completely. You have a daughter and she's getting married? And not to me? This is a joke. I don't know who she is, and that'd be weird. That'll be fun. Where's my invite? Will there be whiskey? If not, yeah, tater tots with ketchup is pretty choice. I just want french fries. Here's the deal. I won't say I almost did this because I didn't. But there is a burger place. Right up, wait. Right over that way? That feels right. That has, first of all, amazing burgers. Amazing burgers! Secondly, amazing french fries. I tell anyone who likes french fries to go have their french fries. And I don't think they're, well... The question now is, does DoorDash bring their food over here? Or I could go over there and get it on a Friday night, which sounds horrifying. I'm not going to do that. Stream Elements, thank you. I don't remember. This has got to be every 15 minutes this is doing that. I programmed it a while ago, so I do not remember. But it's doing a good job so far. Give or take. Certainly not every 10 minutes. That'd be weird. Excuse me. Did I mention I'm tired? Ugh. Yawning on stream is not a good idea. This whiskey's so good. Well, KillCo's not here yet, Five Fingers, but she has arrived safely home. Which is all I needed to hear, really, because now I can just go, oh. Driving on from Boston. Gotta suck. You know what? Just realized something. I picked a different lo-fi tonight. If you couldn't tell. It's called Beats to Sleep / Chill To. I thought it'd be a nice change of pace. And it is, except for the sleep part. Now, I'm going to switch gears and go to their Relax Study lo-fi. See if there's a difference. Hold on. It's going to get loud for a sec. There. You may or may not be able to hear that. I'm not sure. I can't hear it. There we go. I'm wondering why I feel so tired. 1, I'm tired. 2, Merbear12. Thanks for being a subscriber. That's the one that happened earlier. That wasn't showing up. Still not showing up. I almost did it, Zenboot. I almost did the Xmas Lo-Fi one more time, but if you really want to listen to it that bad, you can still go to the Lo-Fi Girl channel and listen to it again. I have a feeling it's not going anywhere. But maybe it is. I'm not sure. My assumption is they just leave it up there, but they might delete the whole thing. That is an option. If I ever make a video I hate, I can get rid of it. It's not hard. This one's kind of the same. Maybe lo-fi just isn't my jive right now. My jive, daddy-o. Yeah. It's groovy, man. I'm living in the 60s. Or is it the 50s? Or is it the 40s? Ugh. Question. See that? Do it. It's not going to do it. Play the game, folks. This is the Will It Focus. There we go. See that? You did it for not even a second. Come on. I hate you. Anyway, you see that? I've been thinking of this. This is hard to do. Looking at it the wrong way. Well, not crooked, but get the idea. I'm thinking about it. I feel after I've had 2 drinks, this is the best decision I could do. Max was gray. I think he was a very gray cat. But this I got from a friend who... How do I do this? A friend of mine who makes jewelry made jewelry that my mom ordered from her. And I believe this sticker came from that. So I technically have a sticker that my friend gave to my mother that my mother gave to me. Yeah, that made sense. So I'm thinking of putting it here, but I have a feeling it'll rub off and it'll get in the way. I haven't decided yet. There's been no final judgment on that. Look, someone sent me all his money through PayPal. Pastor Greeny's been the crazy one tonight. I don't even know how many... I don't know how much money that is, thankfully. But getting 20 memberships, even at the lowest rank, is a fair chunk. So, next month's going to be awesome. Reminder, this is what this is for. Super Chats to make certain that I get to $100 every month for the YouTube payouts. Because I have debt. More than I like to think about. Hold on. Ooh. You ready? I'm going to miss this. I missed. I was trying to throw the Wild Turkey bottle into my recycle bag and overshot, and it bounced off the counter and then it hit the floor. It was a good attempt, though. So I say. Clank, clank, clank. Yep, that was the noise. That was me wondering where that is, and hopefully I'll find it later. Good attempt, though. I promise. I was in the vicinity. I threw it too hard, really. I was supposed to do one of these, and I did one of these. Still would have missed, though. Let's try another. No. Bad idea. Thinking of what I have to do after this. More than I care to think about. Because someone has me going out on a Saturday tomorrow. What am I going to wear? It'll be fun, though. I think. But I'm mostly feeling tired tonight. But we have 14 minutes left. I think I can make it. I cut this off at 9 a.m. p.m. 9 a.m. Oh, that'll be terrible. But what I will likely do after this is get some more food. Since I know for certain I have not eaten enough today. I never do. Although I have had a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, to me, usually it's breakfast, maybe, and lunch, maybe. And then dinner, maybe. Too many maybes in the meals for me. What did I had oatmeal for breakfast. I'm an adult. I could make breakfast for dinner. Very good at that. Scotch and kin. Why? It's unnecessary. It doesn't help you. It will not help you. I mean, yeah, you'll get a lot of people popping in and out of the stream, but at what cost, man? I'm stretching it by saying I'm going to do one for 3 hours. We've been 2 hours tonight. I'm already wearing down. I'm like, oh, good. Save me. That's a me thing. Again, I started this stream tired. And I've been exercising. Ow. My arm. That's really good. And this is the sensible thing because of the lower percentage, by the way. That was factored into this because everything else I have around me is 50% plus. It's starting with a Wild Turkey 101. Though, I'm going to be dumb tonight because I can. So if I see you tomorrow and I feel like shit, well, that's generally my default setting. But I'm also going to drink this one. This is a Compass Box Hedonism. And I remember you could tell I had a sample of it, taste of it. I don't think I liked it. This is the there's 1 out of 3 Compass Box samples I had. This is the last one, which means I didn't particularly like it, but I want to get rid of it. And now seems like a good time. That looks like a lot more missing, doesn't it? Rather than this. That doesn't seem like as much. That's wild. I'll just hold it this way. I'm only having this much right now. It's fine. It's only half the bottle. Oh. Oh, and if you weren't here earlier, the question of the room is what whiskey will you have on New Year's Eve? Go. I have narrowed it down to this one. It's Four Roses special pick. Single barrel pick. Or Red Res PX. Or the default, hard default, is the E.H. Taylor small batch. Easy, good pour. Yeah, what? What? Evil Limbs, what are you doing? And yes, that is true. I have a feeling I like to dumb down my everything because, well, I might be a little smarter than I like to think. But I won't let myself believe that. I think that made sense. If not, good. To explain the max thing. We did have black cats when I was a kid, so if anything, that would represent that. Although a very different fur type. Long hair, not short hair. And their names were Spot and Tom. Because as children, we were super creative. Although mine, I think, was an early observation of why I may have a different way of thinking. So why would you name a completely black cat Spot? Go. I know why, but you have to figure out why. Generalizing, Spot tends to be a dog name. I'm still not sure why that is either, but... This is my imitation of... Wait for it. My brain doesn't want to work. Struggling. Hold on. Woo! Whiskey Encore. There we go. Every time someone says cheers, not a great way to do it in my book. Cheech likes to drink much faster than I do on his live streams. But I don't. And I admit I've gone very slow. Not necessarily on purpose, just my current level of drinking without even trying is slower. So if I have 2 ounces of whiskey, it'll last me 1 hour. Which is great in my book. I just don't like drinking whiskey fast. It doesn't feel right. Give it to me in a cocktail, though. That's where the danger shows up. Speaking of, maybe I'll do that. Since I'm fairly certain this is a whiskey I won't particularly like, I will try a little bit. I'll pour it in a glass and have a sip and a smell. But considering it's the last one out of Compass Box, and I like Compass Box generally speaking, this is very likely the one that has a musty weirdness. Hold on. Quick way to figure that out. I can't smell anything. Stupid thing. Anyway, point is, pour this out, have a sip. If it's not something I like, I can make a cocktail. And I'm curious as to what in the moment. My default thought is an old-fashioned, but I don't think that would work. It doesn't feel like it would work. But it depends on how much I dislike it, really. Cheech's cousin. When did you meet Cheech's cousin? Is Cheech's cousin famous? Have you met a famous person that you know is related to Cheech? Because Cheech, as we all know, is a rock star. He really is. He plays the drums in a band. I have suddenly become obsessed with taking this off this little bottle, and I don't know why. I will fail, but I'm going to make it a good attempt here. I already failed. Oh yeah, this type of stuff doesn't want to come off at all. Yep, that was it. I made it that far. Until it started just rampantly sticking to the bottle. It was an attempt made. I feel bad. I always miss Cheech's streams these days because it's on a Tuesday. And usually I'm editing frantically. But it's late. He's usually up at what, 11, 12? Tommy Adiralono was the drummer for NRBQ. I worked for their record label in the 90s. Woo, record label. That sounds fun and stressful. NRBQ? What is NRBQ? All I see is Night Round Barbecue, but that's not. That's my very brief and bad translation. So what you're saying is drumming runs in the family. They all carry their own beat. That sounds right. That's the beat. Not a good one, but. That's the good stuff. Cheats is Raw Star. With a meetup in a month. Yeah, well, if I could get to Florida and had enough money to do so, I would also be there. But I'm not. New Rhythm and Blues Quartet. Oh, that sounds exactly like what you would listen to. I said rock band or rock star, and I was like, it's AC/DC. No? Oh. AC/DC tribute band. No? All right. Cheech didn't invite me to the meetup, so I'm not going. That's my official thought. Either way, I couldn't go. It's too expensive. I have no money, is what I'm saying. But with your help, oh, I should say that I have a Patreon, by the way. If you'd like to be directly supporting this channel rather than YouTubely supporting this channel, you can do so through Patreon. Do it. Patreon's gotten a little weird over the years, but it's still a good one. It's still the easy way to donate to a channel and support with larger amounts of money, really. I'm very happy to have memberships here, believe me. Getting a whole bunch of them especially is awesome, but it does filter through YouTube. Patreon less so. Hey, Jimmy Jazz won big. Where's my money? I'm kidding. Whenever. But Jimmy Jazz has got one. He doesn't even know, unless he was actually paying attention to one of the live streams, but he's gotta steal. Just a matter of lining up the times now. I know for anyone. First of all, he can actually go to her store. That's a big perk. You can meet her in person, talk to her in person, drink her whiskey in person. I'll be doing some of that tomorrow. That'll be great. But that was a big worry for me. People not, like, doing it virtually is one thing. Being there with all her whiskey around her, oh, you're in trouble. Make sure you eat plenty of food. Have a big breakfast, you know? Jesus. Jesus. Well, the prize of prizes, yep. I don't know if I do another silent auction because I can't say anything about it. It's like, here is the prize. There's also a lot of work. Emily Chambers, trying to figure out how to make a sheet to make sure it was understood that you will get this prize if you guarantee you will give this much money. It feels like a freaking binding legal agreement. It isn't, but you need to have enough to say, like, you will do this, and this is how I can tell that you said you would do this. It almost feels like a contract, you know? It's like, But you got to watch your own ass, you know? Especially in situations where not this situation, like the prize is either you will do this or you will not get this opportunity. Whereas other situations where you're winning actual objects, it's different. The highest bid, but don't say who it is. I mean, generally that is a silent auction. Semi-silent, yeah. That's an idea. I mean, I like the idea for, like for bottles I have. Like if I have an Irene Tan bottle pick, I can do the chat here, and I can do the super chats, and I can do the PayPal and Venmo. Or it can be a simple matter of how much do you want this bottle? And there's a dollar amount to that, and then just put that thought through somehow. The problem is how. You can't exactly say it in chat, but you could. I mean, that's how bidding works in some situations. Just fucking chaos. It's a thought. We're at 9 p.m., folks. The official 800 time frame of 8 o'clock has ended. 800 subscribers has been achieved. Next time is 850 and then 900. See how fast that happens. It's already plugging along pretty good. So maybe by March we'll have 850, if not sooner. With that, I will be here New Year's Eve, 9 p.m. Make sure you're here to celebrate the new year, unless you actually have something to do. Do that instead. I don't. I don't New Year's very hard. There you have it, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Okay, bye. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.